run through this. We just finished the repair on R71 on the previous video of SPN 3368. Depth quality sensor out of range. So the depth quality sensor is that guy right there. Hope that's picking that up. Oh, by the way, I've made some modifications on my Akaso 7000EX, like fake GoPro. I drilled a hole where the mic holes are on the camera. I'm hoping it improves the audio. If it does, I'll be pretty stoked. I would never do that if it was an actual GoPro, but this thing's so cheap that I felt like if water got in the waterproof case, I would be okay, because really the SD card that's in it's worth more than the darn camera. Anyway, and you know what was kind of weird? I would get a code for level, the depth level, and it would correlate with depth quality. And I'm looking at this, what they call the depth header assembly, and if you look, there's like the float, and it's integral with the depth quality sensor. They're like the same thing, and I think temps in the same sensor as well, because like if you follow these wires, it's this black thing, and it's all one guy. And I'll tell you what, I waited 3 weeks for this thing, national back order. I called everybody and their mom to get one, and you want to talk about frustrating. It's very frustrating. But we got it, and it took about 30 minutes to install. And as soon as I installed it, I fired it up. I went to go use the restroom. I came back because I was going to do a regen on it. So I thought that's what I had to do to kind of clear my D-rate codes, my torque D-rate codes. But once it felt like the quality sensor was good, it just kind of, like all the codes just went away on their own. I talked to like a guy who really specializes in these things, and he told me to do a part regeneration on it anyway. It just kind of proves that my repair was viable. So right now we're in the process. The only reason why I'm outside the shop right now is it was parked on top of those wood chips, and I know during the regen process it could get very hot, and I didn't want to take a chance of starting a fire. So I pulled it out where it's on the cement. This is where that thing resides. I was wanting to take some resistance readings on the failed one and the good one, but it was just like gonna take me a couple minutes, and I was losing patience, and I just installed it. Everything was good. I'll probably regret it someday, but let's go look at some of the data. This wasn't doing this before. My depth quality would be fluctuating from 0 to 19 to 32. We want to see it ideally at 32.5 on depth quality, if you can see that. And right now we're at 32, and there's some fudge factors. 32.5 plus or minus 1.5% specific gravity towards water. We're totally within that threshold, although I'd love to see 32.5. I guess ideally, in a real world situation, maybe you don't see that very often. I'm not too savvy on it. This is the first depth quality diagnosis I have done. This is a Cummins ISL engine, and in the comment section below, I'll put the part number for the depth header assembly. It's superseded 7 times since this truck left the factory, and I'll put the latest and greatest part number on there for you guys. And man, it got so frustrating. We were talking about putting a potentiometer or a just a solid state resistor in line to try to make it achieve. See, it just went up to 32.1 right there. We like that. We like that. trying to think what else. So yeah, all my, as you can see on the dash, all the check engine lights went away already. We're just doing our parked regen. That light you see on the bottom left of the multi-function display, it's just indicating that the exhaust temperature is hot. And it is pretty hot right now. I mean, we should be shutting down on this regen pretty soon, because you look at all those temperatures, you kind of want them all to be around the same, and they're about all over 1,000 degrees, which is telling me we're in good shape. This is a good truck, so I'm gonna put some numbers on here that hopefully you want to see. Intake NOx and outlet NOx, I'm seeing about a half of difference. For example, 163 on the inlet side of the SCR and around 80 on the outlet. I think you got to be happy with that. The SCR is doing its job, reducing NOx by injecting urea across precious metals and heat. Anyway, this is my ISL of the world, doing its thing. But I noticed that this type of deal is going to be the same as the ISC 8.3. I can't speak of anything smaller or bigger because I don't mess with that stuff. I mess with the same engines over and over again. Got a fleet of a bunch of these guys. As you can see, there's one right there, although that's an ISC, but I mean, same deal. It's a 108 SD Freightliner. Just as some advice, as soon as you get that quality code that pops up on your dash, you have 50 miles before you lose all kinds of power, and it puts you at 5 miles per hour. I wouldn't recommend doing this, but just to get it home, I didn't want to pay an expensive tow. I disconnected the speed sensor on the transmission, and that allowed me to trick the computer. And then I got to go on the freeway and bang some gears at 60 miles an hour, even though that the computer was limiting me to 5 miles per hour, because it felt like the depth quality sensor, I mean, it didn't like it, so it was derating me astronomically. So that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, look for the part number below in the comment section. You know what? Maybe it's on this box, actually. Let's okay, here we go. You can't see it because there's tape, but it's 0431353004. I know that the old part number was 001, and there's been a million part numbers in between that. That's it. I'm feeling pretty good because this truck's been down for so darn long, because I've been waiting on that dumb def header assembly, which is on national back order. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the subscribe or like button or dislike button, and you could press another button if you want to stay updated on all the new videos that we come out with. My daughter has a little spin-off on my channel where called Kamiko's Corner, where we do fun stuff like science experiments and so on and so forth. Nonetheless, thanks for watching.